All right, what is going on? I want to just really quickly run through. I mean, honestly, if you want my tips, go look at what Plus R has been doing with their port, and just blatantly steal all that stuff for this. There's your list of what you need to do. All the work's already been laid out for you. Just throw it into this game. We're having a damn good time. I'm gonna try to kind of talk about this stuff in order of importance. So for instance, player matches. Pretty please, the most requested feature I have seen, and I'm sure they're well aware of it by now. Rematch option in player matches. Also in ranked, make it 2 out of 3. That is like my most desired thing, period. Because that's not really, I mean, that's just how the game was designed, right? That's not an issue with, like, we're not clashing with the rollback implementation and how it's affecting the game. Nothing like that. That is just how the game was originally designed. And hopefully we can, you know, fix that, because it was an error when the game was originally designed to not include that. Hopefully we also see an online lobby actually become a part of this game. That'd be cool. Overall, though, in terms of the actual so like the netcode is almost flawless, and I say almost because when one person suffers frame rate issues, it mirrors it for both players. And so I've been on both ends of that, where it's been my fault and where it has not been my fault, where the game just slows to a crawl, and it's essentially like you are in delay-based netcode, and that only happens for frame rate issues specifically, nothing to do with the connection. And so one of the issues that people that have played this port before all of this are well aware of, there is something called a BBCF improvement mod that vastly improved the performance of this game. Without that, and that does clash with this beta right now, if you have that installed, your performance will suffer because it's installed. But so without that, you have to have your settings at basically like as minimal as possible. Otherwise, you're just gonna have a bad time. That's what creates a lot of those frame rate issues. So hopefully they can look at what made the BBCF improvement mod tick and implement some of those in the actual game itself, because as it stands right now, I'm sure if people are suffering frame rate issues, it's because of some clashing with the quality of the PC port in the first place with their display settings. Anyway, so let's go over here. Number one thing that I want to see. This list is always in the exact same order. I don't know what they're using for it. It has to either be the Steam ID, or there has to be something to do with like there's an internal ID that's made for you when you create your profile when you first boot up this game. Either way, this list will always be in the exact same order. That's not necessarily an issue. I mean, it kind of is an issue, but that's not a big issue in the player match rooms. The reason why it can be an issue, I'll scroll down. From right here downward, I will never see a connection. It will never show me any of these connections. I can sit here for the next 3 months and it will never show me these connections. Hopefully that gets fixed. So it is the exact same thing in ranked, and that's why it is a problem in ranked, because let me just go see what it's looking like right now. I did play a little bit. So, okay, this is a new name. Actually, this is a new name. This is a new name. The rest of these are, actually, this is a new name. But all of the other names on here, I have seen here permanently. They're just here. They have not budged. They never move. And so when it's only showing me X amount of connections at the top, and then it never shows me any more further down, when a bunch of people who aren't actually actively taking matches are taking up all this space up top, what do I do? You know, it absolutely sucks. And so that's another issue, where if you are a person that's at the bottom of this list and you've set it up so that I only want to see 1 bar and above. That's it. I don't want to see any I don't want to see any 0 bars in my life. Well, if you're all the way at the bottom of this list, it never shows me your connection. It will never allow me to connect. We could have a 3-bar connection, a 4-bar connection, for all we know. But the game's not telling us that, and so I can never connect to you, because you have that criteria set. And if this list is consistent, is the same for everybody, then that is the same for everybody. And the reason why, oh my god, the reason why I think that is likely the case is because I set originally, when I was trying to just test whether or not this worked, I set it up so that I wanted 1 bar and above. I put myself on entry, and I went and I just sat in training mode and tried to do rapid cancel 360B with Tager for like 30 minutes, and I did not get challenged a single time. This game is popping off right now. You're telling me not a single person in that list wanted to try to connect with me for 30 straight minutes? Not gonna happen. And so the only thing that I can think of is that I am being put somewhere near the bottom of the list, and people just can't connect with me because I set it up that I needed a connection requirement. Another thing is that this, oops, my bad, doesn't seem to work terribly well when you try to change it to either stronger or about the same. So like, oh, this one actually, that's strong. That's considered stronger. I mean, it's only 3 levels up. That should be about the same. Okay, so maybe it's not necessarily an issue with the search system. It's more an issue. See, like, look at that. Like, one dude at level 16. Now, let's change this. Let's go back to anyone. And look at how many people, you know, level 14, level 17, 17, 19, 16, 13, 15, 18. Where were all those people on the list? Something's wrong with that. So, definitely look at that. Aside from that, like, I mean, overall, this is a good time. The main thing they need to do is just make it so that there's a rematch in player match rooms. Best 2 out of 3 in ranked. Fix the searching issues, and we're having a good time. And like I said, they patched this twice now. This game has been out for what, like 2.5 days at this point, and they patched it twice? They're hard at work. And so I imagine these issues are probably going to be ironed out decently quickly, and we're all going to be having an absolute blast. I highly recommend you get into this. Hopefully it lasts. I mean, it's not going to last where it is, so like, I can just show you. Never mind, I'm not going to show you. But it's been hovering around like 3,000 concurrent players-ish, or like somewhere in between 2,500 to 4,500 concurrent players based on the time of day. That's amazing for what prior to this would have been lucky to have more than 100. This game is popping off, and I hope it continues to, and the devs seem to continue to be committed to supporting it. The only last thing that I can really say that I really hope for that has nothing to do with this, they have not, I don't think I've seen them confirm or deny. It's just been completely absent, the discussion of this coming up to PS4. Because it makes no sense to me that Cross-Tag Battle, which is run on the exact same engine, is confirmed to have rollback, to get these rollback patches for both PC and PS4, but this is going to remain PC only. I really, really hope we do see a PS4 version of this, or at the very least, they can put my hopes to rest by just deconfirming it. Like, commit either way. Let me know either way. Because originally what I thought was that, oh, we don't want to muddy the waters. We don't want to be like, rollback coming to BBCF on PC and PS4, but beta test only PC, right? Like, just focus on the beta test for now. We can talk about the PS4 version later. That's kind of what I was hoping would be the case, but I don't know. Because I don't understand why Cross-Tag Battle, again, same engine, is getting it on both versions, but this game's only getting it on one. That's my only last hope. But yeah, that's it. Otherwise, just having a grand old time. Hope I see y'all here, because best believe I'm gonna be here and I'm gonna be grinding this. I'm having a damn good time. I need to learn. I need to become a master of Tager once again. I need to become a master of Azrael once again, and I got like 6 characters in my back pocket that I want to learn. You best believe I'm gonna be sitting here and having a damn good time for as long as I can. So, hope to see y'all here. Anyway, with that, I'm out. Peace.